Hello my little marshmallows and welcome back to Danganronpa. It has been a bit, and also at the same time, I haven't been up with this. I'm sorry about that. But I am more surprised that we're at episode 10 right now, and I think I actually have the original Danganronpa playlist right now. And in 5 more parts, yeah, we would have been up to the final episode of Danganronpa. So because the way I've been spacing this out, yeah, no, we are gonna be well past this. We're gonna be like, I think, somewhere in the 20s. Oops, sorry. But anyway, the reason why I wanted to do Danganronpa is because the last time I did this, I had to rush off fast and do something, so might as well. So after this, I'm going to do Pixelmon. After all of this, and I remember exactly where I left off. I had to talk to these people. Hajime, over here. Mika and Ibuki, Hiya are all here. Their names on the staff roll for Twilight Murders case were Tsuzuki, Kiyazumu, Sayonchi, Miyoda, Sato, Kazuri.
Wow.
I really wanted Fuyuhiko to come too, but he locked himself in his cottage and wouldn't come out for me.
Sorry.
So unfortunately, his absence is probably because I'm so incompetent. I apologize.
What?
Huh? It's okay to be absent? I thought you said we'd get executed if we didn't come. Executed? I mean, you said Monokuma had something important to tell us, right? We came because you told us that. Sorry, that was a lie. A lie? You tricked us. What the heck?
Jeez!
Fine then, I'm leaving.
Wait!
Can you wait until we finish our business with you, right, Hajime? This is like I'm on the same team as Nagato. No, I can't focus on it right now. I have to get information from them. So, like I said, I want to just focus on this, and yeah. Hello, Palosaur. It's always a pleasure to have you in my streams. It's always. But like I said, I want to do this first because I had to rush off earlier, and I want to do Persona, but I finally fixed the problem. But someone in like my campus or someone in this building is eating the bandwidth for that, so I can't fully keep the connection for Persona. So I'm like, oh, okay then. Well, I guess I gotta. Yeah. But it's always glad to have you on in my streams. Anyway, I'm gonna do Danganronpa 2 right now, and then after this, I'm going to do I'm gonna do Pixelmon. That's why I'm recording this for YouTube, and then I can just end the recording and then close the game, redo the recording, and then go for Pixelmon. So yeah. This won't be a full-on export. Like I usually do. Anyway, Danganronpa then. Hey, Ibuki, can I ask you something?
Why, you?
Sorry. Hey, Ibuki, can I bring it on? Bring it on! Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case? Well, that's a computer game, right? I'm basically awful at those things.
Guitar!
Ibuki's a tough girl, so I don't touch anything powered by electricity except electric guitars. I'm pretty sure that's a lie, but now's not the time to really dwell on something like that. Her unique tone and hyper energy there was character like that in the game too. Let me ask you one more thing. What's the relationship between you and Maruhi? Huh? You mean that in a perverted way? No, in a normal way.
Aww.
Well, even if you ask me, Ibuki's encounter with Maruhi was
Oh!
when I asked Maruhi this morning to go to the beach with us, she made this real disappointing face. A disappointing face?
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
but the disappointment varies depending on person. Ibuki's associated with department store rooftops. Let's focus on Maruhi.
That's totally it.
It turns out Maruhi had some business too, and she wanted to invite me to that instead. She said something like, I was thinking about meeting with everyone, but if you already have plans, do you know what she meant by everyone?
Aww.
Nope, I didn't ask. I see. Maruhi invited Ibuki, why? I saw Chiaki over there. Hold on. Hey Chiaki, can you give me a summary of that game?
Yep.
Summary of Twilight Murder Case, right? First, the characters who appeared in there are high school girls, girl A, B, C, D, and girl E. There was also guy F who appeared in the end, and the high school girl who got killed at the beginning, right? During the game's first day, a murder occurred in the music room, and 5 high school girls are the first ones to discover the body. However, they didn't want to get involved, so they end up pretending they didn't see the body. On the second day, the murder case made the newspaper, and an article stated that a pervert was the killer. People never found out that the 5 girls, but in fact, girl D had taken pictures of the crime scene. The girls were afraid that they'd be cursed, but girl E got angry and ripped the photos to shreds. Next is third day. Girl D summoned girl E and shows her a certain photo. It's a photo of the piece of broken vase that was in the classroom next to the crime scene. Girl E gets really upset and throws that photo in the garbage. But girl E didn't know guy F recovered the photo.
Well?
And finally, the fourth day. Girl E hears voices saying, I'll never forgive you, and dies from a blow to the head with a metal bat.
Hey.
That's about it. Yeah, thanks. That was a big help. Alright. Good thing I asked Chiaki this, because that was basically a summary of what we did in the past in the past 2 streams regarding Twilight Murder Case. So I asked her, I'm gonna ask Mikan, and I think me. Hey, do you have a minute? There's something I wanted to ask you. Have you played Twilight Murder Case, Mikan? No, since we said we weren't going to play that game. Also, I'm not really good at video games. I'm pretty slow and panic instantly. Her timid tone. I'm pretty sure the girl A character was like that too.
Hey.
Anyway, can you tell me about your relationship with Maruhi? Relationship with Maruhi?
Well...
Mahiro? Sorry, I keep saying the other. I first met her when we first gathered at the classroom with everyone else. After arriving at this island, I did a few conversations with her, but could it be that Maruhi hate me? Mahiro hate me? That's definitely it. She hated me. She doesn't know anything. No, it's more like she doesn't remember anything. But even though she hated me, for her to actually invite me, she must have been a really kind person. Invite. Mahiro invited me this morning. This morning? She looked very serious, and she was wondering if we could all meet up so she could discuss something. But I already had plans to go to the beach, so I had to decline because I needed to prepare for that. And then I did. She made this lonely face and said that she would reschedule it for another day. But if only I went with her, this wouldn't have happened. Maruhi invited Mikan. Why?
I see.
I see. Looks like we obtained some pretty valuable testimonies based on that. It seems like Mahiro also beat that game. Well, why do you know that?
You don't know?
If she hadn't, she wouldn't have chosen these people to talk to. Because she beat the game, she talked to people who appeared in that game. That was a 4. Just like what we're going to do right now.
But still...
But in her case, it was much more serious probably. I mean, she was forced to learn that she was involved in that game. That's true. But I'm surprised. I never thought Mahiro would play that game. That's true. That's one that's unexpected. Nagito, didn't you tempt her into playing that game?
Huh?
Huh? What? I remember. Anyway, what happened? What happened to my hero? Did she leave saying? What did she leave saying? She had some bits to take care of. Huh? Sorry. Huh? Why do you know that? Got the voices mixed up. I'm gonna play until I complete the trial. So that's everything. And the trial would actually be very fast because I won't have to do voices. It would be their own voices, so thankfully. Wait, you tempted her, right? Just like you did to me?
How mean.
Tempt? That's a rude way to say.
No, that's wrong.
That's disrespectful to my hero.
Isn't that right?
There's... I'm gonna keep it there. There's no way her feelings would change just because a useless guy like me tempted her. At that time, she was already considering giving that game a try. All I did was give her a little push.
It's obvious.
That's all it was. What the heck?
Well...
Burps. But more importantly, isn't it better if we listen to what she has to say? She's as quiet as ever. I'm counting on you, Hiyoko.
Hey.
If Maruhi spoke to everyone who appeared in the game, she would have talked to you, right? Well, Hiyoko? She never talked to me at all.
That's weird.
Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Hi.
So I'm gonna go back to my cottage now. Hey, Hiyoko! Ignoring my voice, Hiyoko ran away as though she were avoiding me. Looks like it's okay to say she ran away. Yeah, that's clear. She's clearly suspicious. That's pretty much decided. Decided.
Now then.
Voices. Regardless, it looks like we're finished here. So why don't we part ways for now? There's still something I need to investigate.
Bye now.
I'll see you later. Hey, the heck is his problem? Even his exit was pushy. Shaki, what should we do? Should we go back to investigate the scene of the crime one more time? Investigate? Go to the scene of the crime. Investigate. It's very important to investigate the scene of the crime. But let's go over to my hero's cottage first. My hero's cottage. If she beat that game, it's best if we investigate there, I think.
See?
She might have that. Oh, the ending prize. If that's the case, I'll go with you. You're okay with that, right? No. That's your cue to say yes. I'll take that as a yes. I'm gonna try and go there fast. So I'm probably just gonna take advantage of this. Hold up. Whoop. Who's there? I was literally just like staring at her chest just that entire 1 second. Anyway.
See?
My hero's cottage just should be on the very back. Okay. The door is unlocked. Moving after you're told would be 2 rated, so I made sure to be 1 step ahead. However, removing what's inside is a huge no-no. There are others who want to investigate too. I guess I should go inside. So, Monokuma is always gonna be unlocking the doors after the first one. I see that thing right behind that door. Come right to my room, the cottage. Okay. I had so unpleasant smell when I entered the room. That proves Maruhi was here. But she's not coming back. Then I should try looking for a naughty book. Why?
Yep.
Not now. I was only kidding. Kidding. Are you that kind of person? Jeez, well, at least I don't feel nervous anymore. Wait. Could that be the reason she said that? But it looks like we didn't need to search for it. Check it out. Check out that thing on top of our bed. On top of the bed. No, it's right there. And give me this.
No.
The envelope. There's an envelope on top of the bed.
Hey.
Could it be? This might be it. The ending prize Monokuma gave to the first person who beat that game. I think I should be almost done. I should be with the investigation scene. Almost. What's inside the envelope? Let's find out. I turned over the envelope and what came falling out was a few photos. These photos! Probably gonna save some of these. Because whenever it comes to like these parts, I always try to save as much as I can. Because I use them for thumbnails. So yeah. But if for Pixelmon, I will get you that I will get you that Popio since I have a Primavera and a Popio. So I'll get that for you. This is okay. You're very quiet. A photo of Nikon, Ibuki, and Hyoko in what appears to be some sort of entrance hall. It's just like the game. There's a similar scenario during the first Twilight True Edition. Girl B was in a bad mood because Girl A was late and Girl D tried to clear her up by taking her photo. Wait, what? Damn, lightning almost struck your house. Okay then. That's what I call a close call. And burn it. Well, only the roof is made out of wood. But that's a lot of wood. I don't want it to burn. yeah, just my roof. Everything else is made from stone. So, is this a photo she took? And just all photo. If my house does end up catching fire, please help my house, please. Look at this photo too. Broken vase. Is that the same photo Girl D showed Girl E on the third day? As I recall, Broken vase was in the classroom next to the music room.
But still.
But this photo is more shocking. As Shiaki showed the photo to me, I was stunned in the silence. Who is that? She looks so familiar! I don't know who she is from. Like, doesn't she look like the protagonist from the third game? I think so. I'm just like kind of like put the two next to each other, but she doesn't have that antenna. This is an actual photo of a dead body. Since there's a piano behind the body, it looks like it's in the music room. If that's the case, could this be the photo of the first victim? You mean it's the victim of the murder that occurred on the first day?
Oh.
Yeah, the one they blamed on a pervert? And one more, this is the last photo. I don't know who that is. This is probably the photo of Girl Eat after she got killed on the 4th day. I mean, it's nearly matches her body in the game.
See?
Yeah, there's no mistaking. This is the photo of Girl Eat. Who was Girl Eat? With that, we finished looking at all the photos. So, based on all these photos, yeah, it seems pretty clear this is the ending prize. This is the ending prize for being Twilight, and what's this like depicted in these photos. It proves that Twilight Syndrome murder case is based on an actual murder. Does that mean that stuff about our memories being stolen? Huh? What's this? There's something else?
See?
There's a note inside the envelope. Try playing Twilight Syndrome after a game over. Press down 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you did to my sister. We'll talk then. Yeah. This note.
Wait.
Maybe
Time
the
out.
first person to beat the game and receive the ending prize wasn't my hero? Someone else sent this to my hero? And that person is the one who actually received the ending prize. My hero wasn't just lured there by Nagito, she also received this envelope.
Yep.
And that's why she played that game, right? Then the person who played this game first, this envelope's familiar. The word sister written in this note. Based on the clues, I can't think of anyone else other than him.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm glad we came here to investigate because we did that. We discovered a very important clue. Yeah, I agree. But there's still one thing left. We need to find out who actually killed my hero, but there's not much time left. I need to hurry. These photos, my hero must have taken them. She probably developed them at the supermarket. Even in this situation, there's a lot of photos of spying people. Is that her because of her personality? Who is the main character in Danganronpa? Okay, so like I said, there's like no, it's Trash Boy. So there are 3 Danganronpa games. For the first game, the main character is Makoto. You play as him. The second game, the main character is Hajime. For the third game, the main character is that girl. But from what I told, something happened. I can't say much about that. I have the game, and I can't say much about that. For the 4th game, since there was technically 4 games, but it's not really like this. It's more of like a first-person shooter. So for the 4th game, the main character is Makoto's sister. I forgot her name, but it's her. So there you go. Hajime and Chiaki, what a coincidence. If something happens twice, 3rd time's the charm, so they say. What coincidence? Are you a stalker or something?
Now.
Don't say that. I was just thinking about filling you in on the results of my investigation. Results, did you find something?
Bow to me.
I'll let you know if you drop to your knees and lick my shoes. Huh? Just kidding. I was just joking. It didn't sound like a joke to me.
Actually.
Well, excuse me. It's about the footprints. The killer left our footprints in the beach house, right? Did you find out whose footprints they were? If you want to know, I highly recommend you come to the beach house with me. With you. Of course, you'll come, right? I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. But if I can get a clue... What are you gonna do, Chiaki? I'm gonna try to talk to Fujihiko and see if he can tell me anything. So I'll leave this to you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. If someone like me tried to talk to him, it'd be impossible, but it might be different with a girl. Just be careful that he doesn't get rough with you.
Yep.
I guess this is where we part. This is where we part. I'll see you later, Hajime.
What?
Huh? Did you actually want her to stay? Actually, what do you mean?
Bye now.
Let's go. I'll see you. I'll go ahead to the beach house and wait there. Whenever I do the voice acting, I just cannot read. There, no. There we go. Fuck. I didn't mean for that. I think this should be the last moment. I just gunned him, and he's gonna end up destroying my voice. I'm not gonna do that.
Now then.
Let's try going inside. Alright.
My.
Nagito! Whoa! What? Why the hell are you here?
Hello there.
Well, hello there, Kazuichi. Thanks for going easy on me early. Thanks to you, I was able to walk away with just a mild brushing. You clearly think like an ultimate.
What the heck?
Huh? Ugh, this bastard. You two have arrived at a good time.
Big news.
Big news! I've discovered something very terrible. A terrible discovery? I'm not like that. I believe it's nothing like Sonia's, but there's something I noticed too. You too, Mika? Yep, this is great. Looks like the investigation is gonna reach its boiling point. Alright. Let's go with Mikan first. Mikan, you said you used to have something to say, right? Well, compared to the others, what I have to say isn't that important at well. So don't get your hopes up and be disappointed. I get it, so just get on with it. I tried my best to perform the autopsy, and I was able to find out. Maruhi was definitely killed by a blow to the head. She was probably struck behind one. She was probably struck from behind by one blow. Based on the scar, the weapon is clearly the metal black. But every dark cloud has a silver lining, as they say. It looks like Maruhi didn't suffer. What do you mean by that? There's no doubt that she died instantly. Her death was instant. That sounds a little strange. I'd better remember that. And there's another thing I found. I'm sorry I started talking on my own. Were you busy right now? Just tell me. During the autopsy, I discovered this in Haruhi's pocket. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the time and place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hiyoko. This letter's real. You mean Hiyoko met up with Maruhi, right? Plus, Maruhi's estimated time of death was around 3 p.m. and they met 3 minutes prior. If we think about what that implies, then I'm sorry, I got confused. If that's true, what does that mean? What happened between Maruhi and Hiyoko? Okay. Let's go to Sonia.
Big news.
Listen, I have big news! Huge news! What's the big news?
See?
You remember that Sun Witch Espirito mask that was next to Maruhi's body? Oh, that mask the killer used to hide their face.
Listen.
No, that is not correct. That mask was just used to hide their face. Then what was it for?
Well?
Sparkling Justice. Huh? Sparkling Justice is a serial killer and self-professed ally of justice whose name makes mankind shudder. They wear a hero mask at all times. Supposedly, they are a serial killer who only murders other criminals.
That is an order!
Do not look so disappointed, Hajime. You need to be surprised.
Hey,
This Sparkling Justice character. That's the serial killer you were talking about before, right? It's true that the mask we found is a hero mask, but
wow!
it is a heroine mask, to be precise. Sun Witch Esperito is a pretty witch girl. See? A heroine. Anyway, so you were able to, so you're saying it's possible that this serial killer is the one who killed Maruhu? Naruhi? Which means there's a serial killer hiding among us. I'm pretty sure I've seen a twist like this somewhere in a video game. There's a stupid serial killer in mine. This stupid serial killer in mine, yeah. The killer just used to cover their face.
That's weird.
But even so, they sure chose something that stands out. That might be true, but
However,
although it's easy to write this off as foolish, it might be best if we exercise some caution. Sonia, can you tell me everything you know about this so-called Sparkling Justice?
as the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
The hell?
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling Justice!
What the heck was that?
Well,
That is Sparkling Justice catchphrase.
what?
An unknown killer has a catchphrase?
Do you have a minute?
I read it in a magazine in the library. There has only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The killer was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. However, in the end, that journalist was punished by Sparkling Justice too. No good from getting involved with serial killer. The killer might not want to hear that from you. This is all I know about Sparkling Justice. Thanks to the mask, nobody knows their true age or gender, making them a very mysterious individual. Hey, isn't that some kind of stretch to say that there is a serial killer hiding in our group? No, it does not mean they're in our group. It is possible that the serial killer was lurking on this island all along. They decided to murder.
Wow.
That's probably not possible. But this is only the thing I can think of. I mean, no matter how much I try to think about it, I simply cannot believe it. That one of us is capable of committing such a horrible murder. No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it, Sonia. I do understand Sonia's feelings, but it's highly unlike that there's a serial killer hiding on this island. Alright. Let's go to you. Hey, tell me what you already know. Did you find out whose footprints they were? Actually, how were you able to find that out? After listening to everyone's stories at the airport, I went to a certain place. Well, it's probably better to say I snuck in. To everyone's cottages. Everyone's cottages?
Yep.
I told Monokuma I needed access for the investigation, so he simply let me in. That bastard, he did something shady again.
Now then.
But why did I do something like that? Well, I'll explain my reason to you. Nagito spotted near the entrance to the beach house, and I began spreading some papers he was holding.
See?
Come on, Hadra, take a look. After all, I went to the trouble of gathering all this. Those footprints. Mine is in there. I see. So the reason you snuck into everyone's cottages was...
Yep.
That's right. Wanted to get a sample of everyone's footprints. Look, unfortunately, Fuyuhiko wouldn't leave his cottage, so I couldn't complete it. Well, I guess that's no big deal. It seems obvious that the footprints belong to this person. Whose footprints are they?
Yep.
Hiyoko Sanji. Hiyoko's.
Well...
To be honest, the reason I summoned her to the airport was so I could lure her out of her cottage. She shut herself in her cottage, remember? If she stayed in there, I couldn't sneak in.
Perhaps...
So I figured if I lure her out, she wouldn't be in a hurry to go back to her cottage. You're treating her like a small animal. But it was totally worth it. The footprints I collected there was smaller than anyone else, and matched the footprints at the beach house. Yep, there's no mistaking. These are Hyoko's footprints. Footprints on the beach. There was nothing. Okay. Also, it's not like I was snooping around or anything, but I found something really interesting at her cottage. Something interesting?
See?
I found a lot of these candies inside her room. That's... They're gummy candies that come in 4 different flavors: strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. It looks like she got them from the supermarket. Apparently, she really likes this brand of gummies. There should have been other gummy brands, but she only brought home a bunch of these. There we go. But people are like that sometimes. There are people who only eat the same brand, even if it's potato chips. What's wrong with that? Well, it's not clear if this relates to the incident, but I thought I should tell you just in case. Just in case coming from this guy, that means it probably greatly relates to the incident. Alright. Alright, and after 30 minutes, we have to do the trial!
The time for unparalleled hedonism has come to an end! Come! Now is the time to fight the decisive battle! The hostility of fresh blood, the insanity of a contest of wits! The class trial is finally raising its curtain! So meet up in front of Monokuma Rock! Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon!
Now then.
Looks like it's time. I guess the investigation is over. So it's finally started. The class trial where our hopes and the killer's hopes will finally clash. But it's alright. Either way, hope will win in the end.
Alright.
Now then, let's go prove it. Ah! Why is he so excited about? There's no reason to respond to a guy like that. Anyway, we should start heading over. At the trial field where Monokuma is waiting, I have to make my case there.
There is no escape.
There is no escape. We have no choice but to press forward. Now then, let us go. As we talked to ourselves, we left the beach house and Maruhi's body. Let me just teleport there. Hey, okay. That's fine. I cannot. Right. Our destination is Mount Huma Rock. Let's go. No, I'm on Central Island. Though Monokuma Rock was by the beach, and so this is gonna be a long run. There it is. No! Let me go! Help me! Ah, he's gonna do something crazy to me. I'll be ruined. I can't do her voice right now. Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Lolita.
Stop it!
Hey, stop harassing the little girls. This is what's going on.
Sheesh.
Hyoko was trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. But Hyoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her in a full Nelson.
Damn it!
Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you a part of this island's food chain. Jeez, making me waste my sweet ass time. But there's a full Nelson. Jesus Christ. Ah, that's lewd. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyuhiko? That guy, he totally ditched my appointment. He pisses me off. I'm here. I'm here. Huh? Fuyuhiko, you came. I was worried about you. There's nowhere for me to run anyway, so no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still.
Bastards!
I'm a Yakuza! Accepting defeat is not an option! I cannot do his voice. It's been a while. What does that mean? Well, it's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good. Anyway, looks like everyone's here, so let us depart now.
See ya later!
I'll go first and be one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
Crap, I'm not meant to. I'm not meant to prepare yet.
Like,
Do you have to be prepared?
Show some spirit!
If you have enough spirit, you have enough power, harness your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy.
This, too, must
So-
be the will of causality.
So it begins, the ending of the beginning. Now then, let's keep our spirits high so one day find that shining hope. That's right, I can only moving forward is the only option. I cannot do voices right now because every time I drink, it like massages my throat.
You're so
Hey!
evil.
No matter how many times I see it, it is such bad taste, the worst, the lowest, most brutal taste. Somehow, I moved my muscles stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the escalator. For some reason, my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock. A rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout that drop, I was frustrated between feeling hope and despair. As if welcome back, as my heart was rotten fruit swilling in the sun before it finally goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs. And after a while, the elevator vibrations gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether. Aim defeat the boring routine. So I decided to start redecorating. How's it look, Mr. Monokuma? Redecoration is awesome, isn't it?
Impossible!
It's not like I allowed you to think otherwise. Anyway,
that is...
to go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate, really, what is your intention?
No.
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just a total kill time anyway.
You.
Kill time? To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose. My purpose is only going to be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones of the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purpose like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts. It's starting. The class trial is starting. My hero, Kazui, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is among us. I always try to keep this up to date. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but regardless of the finance, it doesn't matter if you believe it or not. because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there is no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Okay. Oh, I got more skill points. Nice. Time does not decrease even if you shoot a statement with the silencer. Effective during non-stop debate. Cannot be combined with infinity unlimited flame. Okay. I should have gotten more skills. Actually, I can get some right now. Yeah, here we are. Okay. Increases your aiming speed effective during non-stop debate. Increases your delay firing. Truthful is effective during non-stop debate and rebuttal showdown. Yeah. Focus guards decrease that. I should have gotten this one. Maybe. What can I get with 2? Increases jumping power. Effective during logic. Downshift reduces your aiming speed effective during non-stop debate and improves Hangman's Gambit. Cannot be combined with upshift. Upshift increases aiming speed. I'll get this one. Making sure there's nothing left. Menu handbook. System. Save. Yes. Finish preparations. By the way, I got Mutulite right.
Now
Nice.
then, let's
Nice.
begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, D, E, and Boy F. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff roll out there clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character player was able to control was Girl A. The resident Girl A was, I think it was Mikon. No, yeah, because he definitely said that It was
I see!
Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. Ha! A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights. Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too.
that was Girl B. I remember that line.
I see!
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Oh, quit lying.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Girl C, her personality was hyper energetic and unique. Hyper energetic and unique. That's Ibuki to a nutshell.
I see!
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday. Let's move on to Girl D.
I want a Pikachu emoji with just Chiaki's face. Girl D. Lol. There was one person who's always had a cam. I'm always looking at chat in case like you speak. Always had a camera with him. That was Mahiru.
I see!
Speak.
Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
He's Guy F. That would be Fuyuhiko. Because he cursed a lot.
I see!
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
Yeah. Based on the notes. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name appears twice is actually just a hunch. They're calling me out like that, Nagito definitely you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, he had a sister. I think it'd be... Yeah.
I can prove it with
No,
this.
yeah, in the note.
In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch, what the hell did she do to my little sister?
It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game I could see Kyoko's the high school girl that died in the beginning.
I see!
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
That bitch, girly, was it? That bitch, what the hell did she do to my little sister?
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why. I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
What the heck is this? Is that a Watson
Tanaka may
connection?
be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he's also a strange rival. He's also a strange rival.
No one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My,
Name it.
you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You sound like you knew.
Definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of
She
Girl
did. She
E,
sound like she
correct?
knew. She sound like she knew.
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason Girl E was killed, I should be able to assume. No. Girl interview. Nope. Nope. That's the only.
I see.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all.
But...
Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
in order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
God damn it, Nekomaru.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there.
Oops, let me just make sure that I can still see the thing, the live feed. Make sure that nothing happens.
But the door to the music room was locked.
It's always why I'm looking back, is because I want to make sure the live feed is still
able to go
going.
inside.
Seriously, she looks familiar.
Found the
She looks
victim's
very
body.
familiar.
Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the detail of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E was waiting in the hallway as a killer. Then what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside in the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first. Ah, fuck. Let's see what my sense.
After she killed the first victim in the music room,
Okay.
what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside,
Why does Nagato
You need
sound
to
like
go through the entrance hall.
and Aaron voice actor dub?
Plus, at the entrance hall,
Look that up.
the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
Girly after murdering. I need to find that clip. Okay.
After she killed the first victim, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girl E to the front of the music? To go back to the, you need to go through. Plus, at the other 4 girls.
At the entrance hall, they heard the sound of the window shattering.
No, that's wrong!
They didn't hear that. We made it clear. I think sometime during the investigation we made it clear.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom.
Yeah, I
next to
searched
the
it is
music
him. Lol. Really?
So
Okay.
the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window.
I've been
sound
giving
of the bass
Kirito,
breaking.
I've been giving Nagito's voice, like, I don't know, like, a voice that, like, sounds very, very...
Actually, the murder was
Weird.
nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met.
I don't
in
know
the
how to
entrance
describe the
hall.
voice I gave him.
Girl E killed the victim in the music room.
But the fact
broke
that
the
this is basically
window,
Kirito.
and went
Was
to
like,
the
hello there,
office to get the
Kirito.
key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So,
I can't
when the four of
unhear
them
it.
ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Oh, happy me.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Okay, alright.
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting!
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we were told we can't invent as long as we don't make that clear. And I have to do it, I'll do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding white noise and non-stop debate. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable. You won't always destroy them in one shot. Durable white lines will chip away every time you shoot them with a silencer. But unless you completely destroy them, with your time will not be replenished. By the way, you ridiculously said that gentle white noise won't appear. You get the gist, right? It appears the debate is getting tougher, so I've obtained some very useful information. I heard there's a guy named Gun something. Apparently he has a skill that increases the power of the silencer. Let me take that. The only person named Gun is Gundam, and I'll be right back. I got it back. Gun something. I wonder who it is. Was I out of line just now? Well then, good luck and have fun. Make an argument.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Welcome back.
In the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
What
about broken glass?
Isn't the cause
all
of
of
death
these
a
are
blow to the
literally
head?
just-
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Yeah, but we obviously have blood
Damn
on
it! A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree with that.
Okay. I knew that was the line. Because gravel.
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
The reason why I think it's gravel, it's in a sense like, how do I explain it? It's like using a sock with a butter, iced cold butter. Don't ask how I know all this stuff.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
So the only reason why I didn't agree with everyone else is because a fish tank that's already a conventional weapon. A piano, if you put it on a levy, like on a pulley system, that's a conventional weapon. I think what else was said? The gravel, you seem experienced.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
A bag? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
You should have used it before.
Gravel inside the swimsuit?
Sound.
Even the ace attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
Use the sound you used like before. I used it on like a punching bag because I used frozen butter on like a punching bag with a sock, and I wanted to see how heavy it was. And I think me and my friends were just fooling around. And when I whacked it with the punching bag, but I never done it with gravel.
It's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
And not only that, it was like, while I was in high school, like we were talking about like, yeah, this is all happening while I was still in high school. So we were talking about what would be the most unconventional weapons you could make like during a zombie apocalypse. I forgot, like I know that was like the gist of it. Like I forgot like what led up to it and stuff like that. But I said so it has to be unconventional, right? I couldn't think of anything, and then some person, I think one person said like, "What about a butter sock?"
How about
And
it,
that's how it stuck with
Monica?
me.
Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
It's okay. I made sure to throw it away.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger. and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day. Or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
The killer right now, the only person I can think of is that guy. Guy F.
I see!
It should have been
Brett.
Guy F.
Where's Asuna?
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning,
She's the killer.
hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is...
What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it? That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally
Scary
stolen.
Even
If I don't remember, I already
Right,
know.
from the abridged
It's obvious
series.
that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were
Where's
killed by
Mikasa?
that guy.
Why not both?
Sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
Oh my god. Bait.
I can prove it with this. I'm not
Imagine
sure the
Asuna
two
with
events are
Mikasa
unrelated.
fighting.
At
I'm
the
not
very
sure
least,
if
the
that'd
killer
be
has
hot
definitely played
or
the game.
scary.
As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right
Scary,
now!
huh?
There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. But don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What did you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Oh my god, her name is Pika. Paka.
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
Foul mouth, definitely. Yeah.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hyoko?
Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
No, that's wrong!
We just had your footprints. We have your footprints, and I just did this today. Of course, I remember
Beach house,
this.
Hiyoko.
told you I didn't!
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints! They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness!
Huh. They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange.
How do you remember this stuff?
Footprint
Because I read
collected
the
from
lines.
room matches these footprints perfectly.
I read the lines. And I even said that when I was talking about Nagito, I think I was like, what the fuck? I think I said I left a comment on Nagito going into our homes. So I was like, I forgot what the comment was. Anyway.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
No, I remember. I remember now. Oh, I was like, God damn it. I said, God damn it. He's doing something shifty again.
Plus, the footprints
Something like
left in
that.
the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Ah! I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
And that's when I went to the beach house.
Bruh.
I went there on my morning walk.
Bruh.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Bruh. I have fresh knowledge in my head that was like 30 minutes old.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots? I did go to the beach, but only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong!
I kind of want her to like laugh, like say her entire line.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
I love Hajime. Yeah, I read this. So I kept it like a mental note a little bit. Oh, I just realized. Look at Teru's death photo. He has the forking knife. I think it means that like that's like a reference to his execution. Your reason for expecting for no reason is Hiyoko.
That letter! It's the one Mahiru had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Huh?
Me and Hajime met
Oh,
up at
yeah,
the
this is
diner
coming
around
back to me
3
now.
p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know. I didn't even write that letter. I'm telling the truth. I really don't know.
Ugly when she
Is
cries.
she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably
What is
faking
his
it.
execution? Okay, so Teru's execution was he was essentially cooked alive. That was his execution.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along.
Cooked alive and
That's why
baked.
she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others
Not
wouldn't
like not
find
baked,
out.
more like fried, deep fried, yeah.
And then you went ahead to the beach house,
And lava.
hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
The only place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is probably that place, right? Bought the selection. I think this.
Here!
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
Oh my gosh, shut up, you're lying!
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
How do you know that?
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
You never.
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
You were nowhere near to the.
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Bro,
Why you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Sim, not. I didn't say the P.
Hyoko, why don't you just
I didn't say the
admit it
word.
already?
I just said
You're
Sim.
being unreasonably
Like Sim
stubborn.
C. Yep.
It's all in your heads. Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer.
But there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone. I don't know.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from
You
the
said
beach house.
No. I said
At
something
the time,
with
the
Sim
door
City.
facing the road
Yeah.
was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
Looks like everyone doubts Hyogo's is really okay.
I shall render my
This is a
verdict
mess.
upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
No, that's wrong.
Only one that makes sense out of all that.
About that gummy.
And matched with
Did
bullets
Hyoko
while you
really
shot
drop
it.
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
What?
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap!
What?
Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge. I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might.
Bop.
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Bonk. I want an emoji like that. None of these make sense. Three
We're
of those
not done
bullets.
with Hiyoko yet.
Yeah, none of these bullets make sense.
There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence.
This is very confusing.
And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
No.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence.
Yeah,
And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
No, that's wrong!
Everything would just be agreeing, and I don't agree with what they said.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death?
According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
I'm sorry!
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else
Lol.
used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Because, yeah.
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true! Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body?
Wouldn't that mean she also got blood on her?
If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me! We haven't decided that yet!
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Oh, fuck.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it.
No.
She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I could think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I could think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I could think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I could think of.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower. The fact that Hiyoko was at can be proven by the footprints in the sand. Did you get all that, you bastard? So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Allow me to cut through those words! Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
She took her clothes off before committing the murder, and that should be impossible. That's you caught up. And I know you. And I wore a male version of that once before. And that is almost near impossible to get dressed by yourself.
I see.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before. Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell, and it only smelled a little. Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place? Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered
I
in
also,
blood is
I think I was
suspicious?
also in California. I also wore the female yukata a little bit. Because, the lady said,
Cause if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
because the lady, I think the lady in the store in California, I think, she said I should try it on. I'm like, I don't, no, I said, I was like young at the time. And I accidentally picked out a lady's, thing. And it was tight. So, but I couldn't dress by myself.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me, of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
That actually sounds pretty cool!
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer? Yeah, seems like it. See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru, because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, pig barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die! I'm sorry for being pig barf!
Fuck. More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be does he actually have something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap!
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
Haha, she never talked to me. And what a surprise! I didn't expect you to ask such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox. A letter? Yeah, this one.
Well, yeah, I read this already. Wait. He seems someone who wants to be keep it here until then. I'll try not to see each other for a while. Bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. No, didn't I read this? Okay.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
The letter that Hiyoko had doesn't clearly. That's the only one.
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
Yeah, it is.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter...
About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island this time. It's still the same time. The time is still 2 p.m.
Whoa! The meeting times are off!
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it. But for both letters to say the same thing?
Hyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think? Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's safe to say that the letter was forged by the killer, but which letter? No, the one I had was forged.
I see!
The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. The killer forged both of those letters!
In doing so, they were able to control Hyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer! How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens.
We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hyoko?
Is there different endings? I think.
What's most important is what happened
I don't know.
afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep! Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was
Or
forced to get a
really
whiff
want.
of some kind of medicine or something.
I think it's just the one.
Medicine?
I'm trying to find like, a good place for my mic.
That medicine, could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe.
She was high.
They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet, and when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but... The killer probably planned to frame Hyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was
okay.
done to
Alright.
frame Hyoko as the killer. That's horrible. I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer.
Hyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying!
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep, yep.
Welcome
The
back.
debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have
If
the
you pick
outcome
wrongly,
you want.
you have like a health bar, so it will just keep going down until you pick the right one.
Whoa, whoa! He's sleeping!
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. The only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bitter truth. That may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even what lies is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward, because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there is no way we'll all survive. We'll survive. Trial suspended.
Well now.
Now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now. Huh? You're gonna spoil who the killer is? Hoo-hoo, if I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll already be shocked. They'll all feel despair. You can't. That's seriously a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative. Don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against the innovation. Who's the club president? So, without further ado, the answer is... Yeah, you can. Everyone please close your eyes and cover your ears.
You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. What?
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that!
Huh? I'm confused.
I can't do anything. How annoying.
Welcome to Danganronpa.
But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Oh god.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there? Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't. Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? If so, we've prepared a perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answers from several questions. It's called Logic Dive. During Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the synapse course. You can move sideways with the mouse and accelerate with the control key. Right mouse to brake, left mouse to jump. Okay. There will be various obstacles that will encounter as you progress through the course. So make sure you're familiar with the controls as you reach the goal. On your journey, you'll take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into a wall. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answer is split into different paths, so please proceed down the path the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in the course, please be careful. I highly recommend that you make good use of the brakes. That's my meddlesome advice to you. If you press escape during the Logic Dive, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. 1 second. My headphones out, I'll get it later. Right back. She's right, this might be a very important problem. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. The killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house. When did the killer arrive and apart from the beach house? I just gotta focus on and think about it. I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, gonna do it. Wasn't there ability? Okay. Move, control, mouse right, jump. Okay. Question 1. When did a killer arrive at the beach house? Ah. Okay. Question 2. Did the killer leave the beach house? When did the beach house? When did the killer leave the beach house? Question 3. Where was the killer hiding? Well, Hyoko was unconscious. No, because you would have seen. I had to think, because you would have seen it.
It's all coming together! Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
Do you think the killer might have been
You
hiding?
spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing. Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good!
I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. The place where the killer was hiding, the place where Hyoko hasn't looked. That's the front door, that's the showers, and you can't hide in the showers. I think that's just it's a glass door, so you won't be able. That's nothing. That's just a fridge. Okay. The closet again?
Here!
Bonk! It's so bright.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet?
I need a
That's
bonk
where I was
emoji.
locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? Then you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
The killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance. I can only think of one place. That's where the killer was hiding inside a closet. No, that's a mess. This is a mess. You can't really hide here. You would lose your balance after a while. Someone gave me a sub. Ooh, nice. Wait.
Crap!
No.
Crap! 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 Here! What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
I was clicking that. I was clicking that.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case? But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? Two surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. Because we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy. close to me during that time?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if we didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch you!
Nice, someone actually gave you a sub. Nice.
Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez! You're pretty annoying for noticing something like that! I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine, fine! You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
You're the one who went on a tangent!
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any
There's
further,
all 4 Dark Devils.
there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Now then, I'll explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debate. From this point forward, you will now be able to use Truth Flashback. If you hold down the left mouse button, the shape of the rectangle will change. If you aim at the remark weak spot and keep it in position, you'll be able to memorize it. This memorizing feature can be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a difficult truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or truth in your available truth bullets, it'd be wise to memorize a different weak spot to you that make your case. Then the best time for the flashback, you'll just have to trust your wits, won't you? By the way, you'll not be able to agree with anyone while using the truth flashback. Please remember that this is only effective when refuting points. Well, and good luck and have fun. I remember that. That's my hint.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Oh my god, that man gets fired
Maybe
about
it's the
shit.
other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
No, that's wrong!
There's a way to wash your stuff off without...
They just needed to wash off the blood. They didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
The ocean. No.
I see!
The drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Echo.
In theory, but that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used. It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try thinking about one bottled drink. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Shit. Okay, I didn't know about that.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottle. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down! We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the There were only flavored drinks. If you use those to the blood won't come off and your body will get sick. It will leave an aromatic smell, especially if you used a lot.
Damn it!
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottle drink. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down! We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut through those words!
I accidentally broke it by mistake.
No, there were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Huh? You should have said so sooner.
Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soak their entire body with a bunch of plastic bottles, if they did that, that person
It
would be.
seems you've realized who the killer is. See? Just as I thought.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Fuck, no, not her!
True?
Let me ask, who might that be?
The killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the bloodstain that splattered onto them. The killer is Mahiru's killer. I remember this because there was a specific scene. There was a specific scene in the last stream.
You're the only one! Peko.
Pekora?
Is it
Yes,
you?
it is.
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
This is how I remember. This is specifically how I remember. Oh. You can see how I remembered, right? Let me just make sure I have this real quick. Yes. Oh my god. Let me just make sure I got something. Oh man. I did not. I thought I did, but I did not. Yes, very hot. Lol. I did just a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent! Say something! Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming!
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Bruh.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt.
What an
She would
ex-
have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
It's just a coincidence. I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer! We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house!
Now that you mention it, you're right.
The roadside door was blocked. And if
Sorry.
it's impossible to leave from the beach side without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Huh?
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Because he's in this.
Well,
Duh!
Peko is the killer. Then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
The killer escape route, I think I know what it is. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is... Yes, this one.
I see! If the roadside and beachside doors aren't
Yeah,
enough,
I'm still gonna play Pixelmon.
only other
I'm still
thing
gonna
I
play
can
Pixelmon.
think of is... Well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
Ah. Bro. You can't say the word!
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
Hello? I'm like streaming right now. Yeah, I played Danganronpa too. Nah, it's cool. I'll call you back later, alright? Alright, true.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape.
Yeah,
from
it's
that
not
window.
it's not directed, yeah.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object. I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
No! Please don't be violent.
Even if the killer used an object to escape out of the window there. Come on, Pekka. And if that's the case. Come on, poke. I keep. Hangman's Gambit. Alright. Oh, fuck. I don't know. Nope.
got it!
So why are you looking for
Echo,
specifically female
you carry
psycho?
that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right? If I recall correctly, you had it then too. Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily.
So I can breathe the ability. Oh, okay.
Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Because if it's a female, it enables them to cancel hands. Okay.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Now the time has come once again for Panic Talk Action PTA. Let's talk a bit about Fever Time and Nega Time. From this point on, you'll be able to use Fever Time by pressing Space Time, the space key during PTA. When Fever Time is activated, the tempo will be pushed to its max. But that's not all, you won't miss during Fever Time either. By pressing the left mouse key when anticipated, you'll be able to destroy your opponent's verbal assault, but only until the focus guard runs out. So make sure to best possible use Fever Time. Of course, you're not the only one who can use to get the upper hand. There's something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If your opponent activates Nega Time, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite difficult. So just in case, keep in the rhythm, and not with your eyes, but with your ears and your passionate heart. If you can't clear you'll always change the ability setting. I'm not going to tell you then that would have to redo the class trial for the chapter. If you do that, well then good luck and have fun.
Hold on a sec, you bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
PQ, why are you?
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
This is the end!
Because it's... Okay, I read that already.
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword bag to it. And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her,
Sneaky ninja. Sneaky Peko ninja.
she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja. But it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan.
This man scares me.
Oh, you just back off!
Is it true? Did you really kill Mahiru?
Hold on! You're just making assumptions! You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof! Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahiro's killer. But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with Peko, Peko just admitted it so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Huh? Justice?
In order to protect the justice of this world.
Huh?
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Her face is hyper.
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon.
No, I got it.
Protective
I got it. I got it.
Smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Peko!
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that.
It's fine, just stop it.
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
This is... Could she be...
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil. Justice complete!
Yeah, I thought so.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice.
Lol.
The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice! Now then, let's execute justice!
That emoji.
What? What the fuck?
He said it, not me.
Peko, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Peko finally snapped! Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... But... Huh?
An ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask!
This mask is the dividing line, just like various idols. The sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
Eyes are glowing full red.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
What? What the heck is this? Becca's the killer? Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events. Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
Hey, this again?
Huh? Sleep talking? So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately.
Oh my god, the emojis.
No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then, the reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course.
Okay, you know
In
what?
order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword.
Okay, you know what? This is definitely getting a screenshot. This is definitely getting a screenshot. Oh my fucking god, this is definitely getting a screenshot.
And executed justice.
Holy crap!
JoJo
She's
pose.
such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
Peko, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Oh, I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce off!
End it. He's right. We need to end this already. The killer in the end, there's no mistake that it was Peko all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Closing argument. Begin. Stop. Seems like Yoko made a promise with someone. The killer pulled the metal bait. Classic horror model. JoJo. Suck too. No, this page. Alright, hold on.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
So in
The
case
incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko.
So if you do not understand what happened, and thankfully my screen is still recording, this will go over basically the entire setup.
Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome murder case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m.
I'm gonna come back later.
And the letter Hyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said. And was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon. The metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card. That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route. The small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window, while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
I see. And what of it?
She's like totally cool with it.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice! If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world? Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice! Hurry and carry on justice!
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed! For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
A few sacrifices? That's...
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that...
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
He finally woke up.
I've heard your story! Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Flash trial end. Alright.
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time? Pardon me. Can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
That is true. However...
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Petco is really sparkling justice.
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
That's what it means to be an enthusiast.
That makes her an enthusiast.
An enthusiast.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Petco, right?
Distinct difference?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling justice!
What the heck was that? I read in a magazine, The Library. There only has been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. Yeah, I read this. I see, that's what it was. I think I'll get that from the serial killer.
I see!
That's right. According to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
if she had it translated, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish. So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
What?!
All this time I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about the serial killer genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. But that wasn't the case. If so...
Peko, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Would you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Uh-huh? Looks like she's back to normal?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Hey! Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool. Which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
That smile. Peko smile.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
Proof that established there's more than one.
I see!
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
So what this time is 3 people including the killer or not? Jeez, fine. You want me to say it doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us one person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Huh?
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
It was the one trying to defend Peko.
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
No. The events that occur in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. The ending prize.
I can prove it with this! I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but... There's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first and received the ending prize.
Hey, what's that envelope? What's that envelope? What's inside? Shut up! What makes it think you have any right to question me?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? 'Cause Peko is the killer, right? But we already voted!
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
It means I'm not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Pecco's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Pecco be a tool in the first place? Pecco is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
B. Big, welcome back. You literally just missed a huge turning point.
I'm in a bind, and what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
So after I basically confirmed who the killer is, it turns out that Pecco wasn't quote unquote the killer. She was in a sense a tool used by the actual killer, and that killer was Fuyuhiko, because he knew for a fact that because he was the first one to complete the game, he knew for a fact that his sister had died and he was lying this entire time. Like, he knew everything in those photos were true. So he, in a sense, I think went to Pecco and devised a plan. Yeah. You can rewatch all this later in this when I re-upload all this later in the stream. But yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's why he was. That's why, yeah. There's no need to hesitate. No matter how you look at it, it's Pecco the killer. Why?
Hey!
Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool. You're a freaking human being.
Well...
Human. Yo, human. If I'm a human being, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
You just don't
Because
know.
you just don't know. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself. Only exist to be tools.
Hey.
What does that mean for you, Hugo? Yeah. Pecco and I grew up together. Are you two childhood friends then?
No.
No, it's completely different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kazuichi clan took me in.
I am nothing but a tool.
They gave me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
What?
Property, you say? It means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me.
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword.
Yo, this is an awesome picture. I have so many thumbnails to pick. I have so many images to pick for the thumbnail now. God damn.
That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
That is...
But that is, you are wrong. You are not a tool, Peko. Because if you are a tool, then what was all that time we spent together?
Nothing.
Huh? I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with all of you. You all. What? A professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We are just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
You fiend.
That is that is why you were hiding your relationship, you mean.
No.
It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household.
I am nothing but a tool.
No matter what I am told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool. Then, what about the one who tried to kill my hero? Wasn't you? It was Fuyuhiko?
Damn it.
It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it!
Damn it! I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos?
Don't fuck with me!
And she's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can I not remember? How come I don't even remember if my sister is dead?
You
tried to confirm it with my hero, and that's why you wanted to ask her.
So...
Yeah. I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too. But I'm pretty sure my hero was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why, even if we were told that we're connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. You know, when Mahiro spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. Sorry, I actually have plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my!
Wait, huh? You're not going Mahiro? If you want to talk about it there, it'd be totally fine. It's pretty important. So, you know, it'd be troubling to involve the others.
Huh?
You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I cannot do anything about it on my own, so I wanted someone to think about it with me.
But...
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow.
Oh.
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hiyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too.
But
it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, for Yukiko? If you had made use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure my hero into a trap, right?
Hey.
By calling both of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hiyoko.
What the?
Seriously, what the heck? An eye for an eye. That's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some person here,
Damn it!
I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so
my young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game, that was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death, the same way my sister was killed, just seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister.
That is...
So that is why you killed my hero with a bat. But still, I even believed her to the very last minute that game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch.
Hey,
If that game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you...
Hey, I don't want to hear about that.
but
The fact that your sister was killed, it's terrible. It's unfortunate, but
why?
you shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
Who cares about that? Just answer me. Why do you know about that game?
What are you saying?
You have no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong.
Jeez.
Want me to be honest? This whole time, I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over my hero, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at that moment, young master called for me and made me kill my hero. Huh?
Young master, I am finished.
What?
Are you saying you killed because you were ordered to? The tool is not defined by its will, but its actions. I don't get this at all.
Of course!
Well, of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace, upbringings is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand and pretends to be understood.
Be quiet.
Hey, you're too noisy. Can you just be quiet?
Yes, indeed!
Okie dokie, I'll be quiet. Let me just make sure I got Chiaki. Afterward, just as my master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story.
It cannot be.
You insisted that you were sparking justice in order to make us hesitant on our votes. So we all fell for it. We fell for her trick all along. That's right. You guys have made the wrong decision. You vote me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer.
That's obviously wrong.
Hey, hold on! Don't act like our losses had been decided yet.
No.
No, it should be decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is
I'll admit,
troubling!
all this talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. Hold on. I'm telling you to hold on.
I see.
I see. So for Peko, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope then. On his behalf, you killed my hero, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him.
Great.
You would go that far because he's your one and only hope.
Wrong.
Wrong. I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well then, if you ask her, she probably just played dumb anyway.
Now then.
So, I'm gonna ask someone else. Hey Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh?
About what?
Hey.
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving and sacrificing Peko, and the rest of us? That is your hope?
What?
Hold on.
Hold on. What's the use of asking something like that?
What?
Huh? You seem distressed. A real tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey,
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, are those all the things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth?
Huh?
Fuyuhiko?
Yeah.
I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die!
Yeah.
young master.
You just have to tell the truth. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. Fuyuhiko. You mentioned this before, but in this kind of situation, talking with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya, Teru, are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affecting when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that? Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You didn't feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are right now.
Young Master!
There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please, just tell them the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I'm a tool. Fuyuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you'll still lose Peko, but
Hey,
if you insist you're the killer, just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? With one will be your hope. Let us hear what you have to say.
Damn it!
Young Master, I am finished.
You? What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young Master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me!
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool. A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, a tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
Then why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon. After you leave, I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me! Forget about the Kuzuryu clan! You better escape!
So how about it, Fuyuhiko? Please, tell me the truth.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Peko, I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace.
Because if that's actually what I have to do to survive, I just feel ashamed of myself. It'd mean I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusting with myself.
Peko.
And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you I don't want a tool given to me by the Kazuichi clan?
Young master.
Kazuichi clan.
Oh.
Oh my! So this is how it turned out!
Too bad!
And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless, man. How disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions.
Why
There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Hey,
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about Peko and Fuyuhiko discussed.
jeez.
Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Man, even if it acts on desperation, Peko claims just surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad. You're definitely the killer. Peko the tool with a heart is the killer. Why am I giving it that voice?
Sorry.
Peko. I'm sorry, I couldn't fulfill your request. Even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive. But I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Huh?
Huh?
Young master.
Young master, you have a kind heart despite being a yakuza. That is why you question your position and considering and constantly worry about it. Welcome to despair, goddamn. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself, I believe you wouldn't accept that so easily. Huh? It's a genuine smile. We've been through together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
What?
Then why?
Even so, I wanted you to escape.
I'm trying to get Mew. Wait, do you have Mew right now? Is Mew out?
Peko.
I am terribly sorry.
No, okay. Mew, I know Mew spawns in the jungle, from what you said. I am terribly sorry. I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master.
Bye.
Goodbye. And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all, too. It may be selfish request, but please forgive my young master.
And please do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Of course. Pickle! That will do, Monokuma. Why don't you start it already?
I will never feel despair.
Just so you know, I will never feel despair. As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So cool!
Woohoo! So cool! But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin!
Young Master
Fuyuhiko, please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So...
Didn't I tell you not to call me young master?
I want you to remember.
The tool Peko Yamo, who used to stand beside you. I would like you to remember. I like it if you remember that. That's it. How many times do you have to keep? I don't need any tools. You did say that. Then let's begin. The punishment time brimming with despair. Jesus. Why don't you get it yet?
Thrills, chills, kills!
This time for the ultimate swordswoman, Peko Yama.
Why?
You stayed by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
Now then, I prepared a
very special punishment for you.
I
never needed a sword or a shield.
I never needed a tool. So... you didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
Young master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids!
Let's go! It's punishment time!
I'm gonna know while I get Cypher. Sad moment.
Please, Peko! Don't go! I need you! Don't leave me!
Young master?
These are emotions of characters that I never expected.
Young master.
Kuroko has been found guilty. Alright. Ultimate Swordsman Peko Yamazaki. Oh no. Okay, so what just the heck just happened? Okay, I can explain this. I can explain. I can explain. I can explain.
Impossible.
This cannot be. Even Fuyuhiko? This bad. This shouldn't be allowed. People dying so easily, falling like dominoes. You bastard! What is this? Oh man, I'm getting emotions from people that I never thought had emotions. This cannot be. This is a lie, right? Peko! Fuyuhiko!
Such a waste.
For heaven's sake. This is the worst. Jeez, what a waste. This conclusion, what a waste. This is why she should have been This is why she should have discussed it with me.
Damn it.
It was supposed to be a clash between two hopes, but it was crashed into something so unpalatable.
Oh.
You're still talking about that.
You.
What the hell is wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that two of your friends got killed?
Such despair.
I am pissed. And even feel sad and hopeless. But still.
Isn't that right?
It's going to be alright. This despair is worthless. You sure this is the voice actor of Aaron and Kirito? Even this despair is just a ladder to the bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? The dub version, okay. Well, this is the dub version. We clearly heard it during the class trial. You say some pretty interesting things. Who, in a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be remind me of him. I don't really understand what you're saying.
Listen carefully.
Anyway, I shall make a declaration. I will definitely destroy you. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't be a shroud of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died, you know. Not yet. He's still alive. What?
Everyone.
Everyone, Fuyuhiko's still alive.
You serious?
Are you serious? Fuyuhiko! Frantically, we rush over to Fuyuhiko's side. This deserves a screenshot moment. Okay, so I can explain. So what happened was that Fuyuhiko was trying to rescue Peko. We all noticed that. That's why. So he was actually trying to do something strong. But Peko, because it was her punishment, she was being controlled by the Monokuma, by the voodoo doll, by Monokuma. And there were Monokumas, there were samurai Monokumas that were trying to kill Peko. So, I think the true punishment was as she was killing the Monokumas, the samurai Monokumas, I think that she was supposed to have a much more horrifying effect. Because like I said, Monokuma was controlling her. Her arms, everything. And he was only getting faster. So when Fuyuhiko jumped in this and tried to save her, Monokuma kind of realized, oh fuck, I think we got a little change of events. This is my theory. And so, instead of the most horrifying event, the most horrifying kill, all the samurai Monokuma just stabbed Peko 1,000 and so times. Yeah.
Is he gonna be okay?
Do something! Hey! You need to save him!
I'm trying! But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out! His pulse is getting weaker!
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Well, serves him right.
You're so stupid.
Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving her yourself? That's why you ended up like that.
You stupid brother!
What are you saying? So laid back, like you need to hurry up and save him.
I
Huh?
don't
A
believe
surprise
it.
order?
What the heck?
Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
That's wrong!
It's your duty to save him.
Huh?
Duty.
Hey!
Cause it's written in the school trip rules. If the black ink is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. If only the black ink gets executed, then Fuyuhiko shouldn't be executed. Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now. But since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless.
Hey!
But you should be able to do it.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, I guess I have no choice.
Fine.
Well, there's no way I can violate a rule, even if it's me.
So,
Fine then, I'll save him. Really?
lie.
I was actually gonna do that all along. So I've already prepared for this. Huh? Prepared? That's when it happened. The siren began ringing from out of nowhere, and gradually grew closer and closer.
An ambulance?
Just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
Dr. Killgood? You've already killed your patients!
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat.
Since when are you a doctor?
So, I'll see you later.
And after that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from our sight. Is he really gonna be okay? You're like the ultimate nurse. How did you not do anything? Is it really gonna be okay to leave this to Monokuma?
Damn it.
It can't be helped. It's not like there was any other way.
Perhaps.
He's gonna be fine. He's probably gonna get better and come back to us. Yeah, you're right. He's definitely gonna come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. Then all we can do is wait. All we can do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused Baruhi's death, you know.
However,
You must put aside since Peko has already been punished, or else we will not be able to advance forward.
Fall, my tears.
There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There is no other way than to move forward like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
Damn it!
I guess things aren't as exciting if a shitster like him ain't around. I didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. In the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. Fuyuhiko! I didn't want anyone else to be sacrificed. And so, the class trial ended. But still, we cannot see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will happen to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat floating unreliably in a vast dark sea. We were just left there alone. Only one word could explain our situation: despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that. "15 days left."
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too?
Yeah.
Four people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore. Whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0, that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair. And the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That cannot be allowed. We must prevent that by any means necessary. Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
Yes. But yes, now that is the end of chapter 2. Good job. "12 students remaining." Wait, he actually died? Fuyuhiko? No. He was rushed to the hospital. Yeah. Okay, from here, this will be the end of Danganronpa. We finished chapter 2, now we move on to chapter 3. Like I said, we're gonna play Pixelmon. So let me just get that set up.